Hey, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm excited to tell you a little bit about how AboveBoard works with clients and how we do it. So AboveBoard is an independent insurance brokerage, meaning we have no special incentive to favor one carrier versus another. And we use our proprietary technology to go into the market and serve as each client's advocate to make sure that we're getting you the best deal, whether it's in life insurance, disability insurance, or long-term care insurance. And on the life insurance front, we do a range of different types of policies. We do the term insurance that you'll see on our website, as well as permanent insurance. That's a pretty broad category that includes everything from whole life insurance to universal life insurance to variable life insurance. And within variable, we do both the regular registered variable policies as well as private placement life insurance, also called PPLI. PPLI can be appropriate for people who either hold or are planning to acquire meaningful stakes in alternative assets, which oftentimes are tax inefficient themselves. Now, we always tailor our work to match the situation and goals for each client, but there are some themes that come up. And so I wanted to share those with you to give you an idea of the type of things that we do to help. First is disaster prevention. For any client household where somebody's generating income, net income is a helpful component in supporting the lifestyle that that household enjoys today and plans to enjoy in the future. We want to make sure that if premature death or serious illness that prevents someone from working full time were to occur, that that household would be okay from a financial perspective. Usually the tools that we're using there are life insurance and disability insurance. Now, there's a second theme that comes up, which is thinking about tax efficient wealth accumulation, whether it's for savings that you plan to use in your own lifetime or thinking about building a legacy that lives beyond your lifetime. Using permanent life insurance can be a really smart way to do that. But importantly, and I cannot emphasize this enough, we apply a really different analytical framework to these questions for clients. We have an intellectually honest, quantitatively rigorous approach that looks at what is the opportunity with insurance for this client? What else could they do with the money? And we think about, would they otherwise buy municipal bonds in a taxable brokerage account or the S&P 500 ETF or something else? And we compare that to the insurance. And we think about, does this insurance have a role to play in the broader portfolio? If so, what's the appropriate size? What makes sense? And we love partnering with fiduciary financial advisors and or estate planning attorneys to make sure that we're getting to the right answer. Now, we also do a lot of trust-owned policies and planning in conjunction with a client's chosen attorneys to make sure that they're thinking about how they can take advantage of estate planning in a tax-aware, mindful way. Now, thirdly, our existing policy reviews. And we're happy to take a look at any existing policy, whether it's life insurance, disability insurance, or long-term care insurance. And in fact, we offer a complimentary review of your workplace disability insurance. So if you have kind of a general idea that you probably have some disability coverage at work, but aren't exactly sure what it really is, we're happy to do that for free. You can just, reach out and we're happy to do it. Now, with life insurance, that can be arranged. If it's something where we can look at it very quickly, maybe it's even a policy that we work with ourselves, we can just look at it, quickly tell you what's going on or what we see, happy to do that. But oftentimes permanent insurance situations are complicated. And so we also have a practice where we'll do like in-depth policy reviews and or restructurings. And that's more of a fee for service basis usually, but it's always clearly disclosed up front. People know what they're getting into before they ask us to go ahead and start the work. Now, lastly, there's long-term care. Long-term care is really important to think about both from your own perspective as well as from the perspective of your parents if you have parents who are still living and in relatively good health. One of my own regrets is that I did not gift a long-term care insurance policy to my parents back when I was a young professional working at Goldman Sachs in my 20s and early 30s, and my parents were still of a health status where they could have qualified. Even if you're in a situation where you think self-insurance is the way to go for long-term care, there are some really compelling reasons to consider laying off at least some of that risk to a third party, like a well-rated insurance carrier. So that is a very quick overview. As you can tell, I'm really excited to talk about this stuff. And I would invite you to reach out with any questions you have and look forward to talking with you soon. Take care.